Hey guys, I am back. Episode 8 of the Lois Lane Experience. Tonight, we are talking about, are you afraid of falling in love again? Like, who wants to fall in love again? Like, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get into it, and y'all already know I have a story, but rundown is my story. I'll give the responses. I did a poll on Instagram, got a ton of responses on this one. So apparently love is still in the atmosphere amidst COVID and our president, and now Kanye's running. So yeah, love is still in the air somewhere. I don't know if it's polluted air or what, but it's in the air. So anyway, all right, so my story. I can probably count, I've been in love with someone probably 3 good times. Willingly, of course, and to my own detriment most times, because I'm a giver, and I love hard. And if you're a Libra, you understand, and we bring balance, but apparently not in our love lives. So especially if you're a Libra woman, like, it's really weird. Like, we can feel like we can fix somebody else, but when it comes to us and our situation, it's kind of unbalanced when it comes to love. So I had to learn that throughout. And yeah, there was quite a few times where I had to remove myself and choose to be out of love, if you will, because this whole idea of falling somewhere and ending up in a lovely place don't seem too lovely when you fall. Because at that point, it's like you lose all your mind, you lose all your marbles, you lose all your genius, your intelligence. Everything goes out the window when you feel at your most vulnerable state, when you care about someone, and whatever they do, it doesn't matter. It's like, I'll take you back, I love you, blah, blah. Save it for the birds. I ain't here for it no more. I ain't taking you back. None of that. If we get back on different terms, it ain't gonna be that kind of terms. So just nah, not this Libra, not this one, no. But yeah, the whole idea of falling in love, like, we choose to love, like the same way you can choose to love a family member or a pet or something. It's like, it's a choice. And for you to be overly affectionate or overly care, or just have a sense of vulnerability and trust and loyalty to a person, is all your choice. And I had to learn that, and it took some self-reflecting and some stop, you're doing it wrong. Like, it took some discipline, because yeah, I just felt like it was supposed to happen one way. Like, you always supposed to find somebody you like, you talk to them for a while, you get to know them, you fall in love, and you live happily ever after. And that's just not how it works, because the person you love might love 15 other people and giving you the same thing. I've experienced that too. So it's really not a space that you just fall into. Like, it's a choice. The same way I fell in love with certain people, I now despise, or I resent, or they just don't exist to me anymore. So it's not that you can't come out of it, or you can't change your situation. So that's why I say that this particular space that we supposedly fall into doesn't really happen the way that we imagine it, okay, if you will. But the fears that I posed to myself after looking at this, I'm like, you know what? I don't really have fears per se. I have reservations, if you will, because I'm a loving person. I like to have fun. I like to be intimate. I'm touchy-feely. I'm all of this stuff, and I don't mind giving that, and I don't mind sharing that, but it has to be the right situation. And right now it's kind of reserved. Like, I've just done so much for people that I loved, to where it wasn't reciprocated in the same. And through the lies and the manipulation and the deceit and just everything, I just have a bunch of reservations. I don't fear love. I don't fear being in the unknown, because I don't even know if I'm gonna be alive tomorrow. So I don't really fear opening myself up to someone. I don't want my time wasted, which is a reservation. I don't want to be deceived again. That's another reservation. But I'm not afraid to be out there. It's just I don't want the same things to happen. So I'm very, very cautious. And I'm kind of playing the game of life the way I want to play it. Like, I'm the queen, so yeah, let the pawns do what the pawns gonna do. Wait till it's my turn to make a move, and bam, checkmate. Like, I'm playing it my way now. So yeah, forget what the book say, forget what whatever say. I'm playing it my way. And if it turn up on my end, hey, kudos to me. If it don't, I gotta start over. So anyway, I'm gonna go down the list of the responses, and then we're gonna talk about them like we normally do. So here is a few of the responses that I got on Instagram. So one girl said that she feared failing at love again, and falling in love with the wrong person. This is quite an adventure when it comes to love, because when you talk about the right person or the wrong person, it's kind of a self-reflection, and it's not saying that we're bad people or we just have a sense of making bad choices, but it is a reflection of how we see ourselves or what we allow in our life. And I had to look at it and like, yo, 2 of the times I probably should have did something else, or I probably shouldn't have listened to such and such, and you know, I could have ended up in a better situation, but at the end of the day, it was still half of my decision. But the wrong person, yeah, that nobody wants to be with the wrong person. And a lot of times it's not necessarily the wrong person, it's just the wrong choice of people. Like, if you're not on a certain level, we shouldn't be in the same pool, if you will. Like, that's just what it is. At least that's how I feel, because I've done it and it has been to my detriment too many times, to where I've accepted lower standards than I should have, and it didn't help at all. It actually hurted me in the long run. People presented themselves a certain way, and then on the other end were liars and manipulators. So I can't really, they might not have lied and manipulated other people, but for me, it was just a bad situation. So it could be a such thing as the wrong person. I don't really want to completely eliminate that, but yeah, it could be such thing as the wrong person. All right, the next one, being hurt and not able to handle another heartbreak. Y'all, I think heartbreaks are probably equivalent to a really bad toothache that just throbs, and you just want to do everything to just get, like, it just, something has been nagging you for so long and you can't change it, and it's a part of you, and it's like, until you get it surgically removed or something, you could take some pain medication, you could try to fall asleep, you could try to drink it away, it won't go away, like the pain is still there. That's how bad a heartache is. Like, if you've never experienced a heartache, don't pray for it. I'm gonna tell you, get out of the jump off the boat. Just jump off the boat and try to swim yourself ashore by yourself, because that ship is not your ship. Just jump. Ahoy, mate. Just jump. Just take the leap off the boat, off the plank, whatever, and just go. Just leave it going wherever it's going and take yourself back to the shore, because it ain't happening. Heartbreaks are really, really, our expectations are so high when it comes to love and commitment and relationships and dating. And when we get hit with the biggest blow that we feel is the biggest blow, it just lets all the wind out of you. You can't breathe, you can't see, you can't eat, you don't want to go to work. You gotta go to work, but you gotta go to work a mess. You don't want to do nothing. You want to hang with your friends. You don't want to go out. You don't want to read. You don't want to do nothing. You just want to be like, just kill me now. Just leave me alone. Leave me in my dark space. And I talk to too many women, and some men too, to where it's like, I don't know what to do. I mean, they've been this person for so long. Like, I get it. That's the person you talk to morning, noon, night. That's the person you be with. That's the person you just adore so much, to where it's like, ooh, and then you lose it like that. Like, seriously, over some dumb shit. And I'm telling y'all, it's the worst. It's like you suffocating all the way to the bottom of the ocean. I talk a lot about the water because I'm seafaring. I'm really an ocean girl. I'm really nautical by nature, if you will. But it really is. It's like you just going down without scuba diving gear, and you just can't breathe, and you just can't see nothing no more. And you really have to will yourself out of that, because if you don't, you will literally be like, oh my God, there's nothing else to live for. I've given this person every part of me, and they just threw it away, or they didn't accept it, or just something crazy happened and it just ruined your life, or turned your life upside down, or whatever. Then I'll get to that part later. Meeting the families. Oh God. But yeah, it's just, heartbreaks are the worst. I ain't gonna lie. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Like, I don't want to be in that situation no more. And you don't want to just keep putting yourself out there to get your heart broken. But if you want to date, and if you just want to be able to just enjoy life, you're gonna have to at some point. So I would just say be cautious, be careful. Discipline yourself in regards to how much you open up, and what you open up with, and the things you do, and the places you go, especially if it's gonna remind you of a situation that you came out of. And let me tell y'all this is a lioness myth that your last heartbreak is not gonna go into your next situation if you don't have enough time to get over it. I don't care how long you've not been in a situation. If you had a heartbreak, don't nobody want to experience that over and over and over. I don't care if it was 5-10 years ago. Trust me, you're gonna remember what that person did to you, and you're gonna try to avoid that. And if there are characteristics or things that come up in your new situation, it's gonna frighten you. It's gonna make you feel like, whoa, this feels a little, this feels familiar. Like, what's going on? Like, so don't let anybody make you feel like you are wrong for feeling a certain way. Now, I'm not saying act out or speak on it. I'm just saying those feelings are not gonna go away so easily. Now, on the other end of that, you can have somebody who treats you so well to where you completely forget, and it's like, wow, this is really how I should be treated versus not. But I just don't want it to be like, oh, so if I just take out a year or 2 or 10 and not date or not do this, I should be good. I should be able to forget about the heartbreak. No, you're gonna remember. You're gonna remember what that person did to you, male or female, it doesn't matter. Because if it was a real, true heartbreak, then you're gonna remember. So, all right, the next one. Let's see. Ooh, we got a little feisty one. Going to jail. This is a fear of going to jail, because patience for BS is low. Don't waste my time. Now, I'm a big stickler for time. Time is money. Don't waste my time. I could be spending time with another hardhead joker, because all of them hardhead. Is just who I choose to pick to be with at a particular time. So if you feel like you're gonna waste my time, just don't even. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and redirect you, because my time is valuable. And if I don't feel like giving it to you, I'm not gonna give it to you. If I feel like giving it to somebody else, I'm gonna give it to somebody else. But I feel her. Don't waste my time. I could be doing something else. I don't care if it's for a month in dating. I don't care if it's for a year in dating. If you have no intent to align yourself with that person's goals and dreams, and you know what their end game is when it comes to why they're in a relationship or why they're dating, just get out of it. Don't waste nobody's time. If you're not in it for that, just find somebody who's on your level. If you just want to have sex, just find somebody who want to have sex. If you want to have something else, if you want to be a polygamist, go do that. But if you know that somebody is truly looking for a partner, a soulmate, a companion, or whatever, and they're on that journey and you're not quite there yet, then don't waste their time. That's all we're saying. All right, next. Okay, not being loved in the same capacity that I love. Whew. That one is loaded. I'm gonna tell you, everybody doesn't love the same. And there are a lot of factors that fall into that. The upbringing, the community, the culture, the family traditions, everything that encompasses a certain type of love from a background from someone, and you pair it with another stranger, it's like, whoa, you call that love? Like, I promise y'all, I have went from one extreme to the next when it comes to receiving a certain type of energy from dudes. Like, I received the lovey-dovey, all on me, don't want to leave me, versus the one like, I'm good until I see you the next time. Like, that is very estranged for me. Like, I'm not used to, I'll see you when I see you, or I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Like, I'm not used to that. I'm used to the ones that's like all lovey-dovey. Like, if you don't understand a person's love language or how they move or where they even come from, it's really going to skew what you feel they should be doing. Because your capacity of loving might not be their same capacity of loving. They may love too much. They may love too little. They may not even understand how to truly give themselves to a person. But the reality is, you're probably not going to get the same kind unless you meet someone on the same pace. Like, I don't know. And I think that it might be a balanced situation. Okay, it might be a balanced situation. I'm not saying that no one deserves lesser love. I'm saying that oftentimes, if you're given a gift, if I'm given a gift from God of love and someone else is given a gift of faith, that means I'm gonna have more love and they're gonna have more faith. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that someone doesn't love at the same capacity. Just find what other strength that they have, especially if y'all are in a good standing, in a good relationship and everything's going good. I'm not saying completely give yourself over and just expect them to do other stuff, because it might be a teaching process too. You might have to be, hey, I think what we have here is pretty good. It could be great. Here's how it could be great. And then just go down and be like, when you do this, it doesn't go over so well. Maybe you should try this. Like, I don't know. We don't communicate a lot, which is one of the reasons why a lot of stuff don't happen the way that we feel it should happen. And then we're an impatient generation. We want everything like now. And if it don't happen now, we're moving on to the next. That pisses me off. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so the next one. Okay, now this is more of the physical. I fear them not loving my body. Yo, let me tell you. If you stay on Instagram, Facebook, any social media, I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't about them not loving your body. Trust me. I don't care what you look like. You gonna find somebody that love your body, period. It's not even about that. Men gonna be men. If they see something that they like on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, OnlyFans, Pornhub, whatever, they gonna like it. They gonna look at it. Men gonna be men. I had to learn that the hard way. When I tell y'all, the worst thing that could have happened was when Instagram started hiding how many pics the dudes like. That thing messed the female community up. When I tell you, I wasn't there at the time, but it was funny because that's how I caught my other dude cheating. Actually, it was two. Yeah, it was some consistent foolery going on, and I was like, yo, who is this? Like, I could see some random stuff every now and then, but if it's the same person over and over, it's like, wait a minute, you don't even like none of my stuff like that. Like, what's going on? Like, that stuff will get to you. But anyway, if you don't get over that stage of men will be men and they gonna like what they like for a viewing pleasure, then you gonna always be insecure about how you look. I don't care if you have the baddest body. It's something that female gonna be like, man, I should have did this, or I should have did. Every female goes through that. Like, this is a female, by the way. Every female goes through that. So don't feel like you alone. Just know that you gotta find somebody who actually likes your body and like you for you and not just your body. So yeah, trust me. That don't matter. Trust me. I don't care. I've been a few different sizes, so trust me. Okay, so the last two. All right, so this one says, I've been scared to fall in love because I'm afraid it won't last. I've been so invested in a person before, totally in love, and watched before my eyes as he fell out of love with me every day. Yo. Okay. This one kind of hits home. Like, if anything that I'm afraid of, it would be also that it wouldn't last, or it wouldn't for some odd reason, like the attention span or boredom or whatever would just come and just be like, because people are people, and if you don't have a lot of spunk or pizzazz or dopeness about you, or spontaneity, or just something to where it's every once in a while it's a different vibe from you, it's a different energy, it's like, oh my gosh, you're a ray of sunshine this week. Like, if you don't have that type of personality and characteristic, it's gonna be really hard to keep someone engaged and enjoying just who you are as a person. I'm not saying that everybody just gotta be on 10 all day, or they gotta be circus clowns, or they gotta be entertainers, or nothing like that, but it has to be something to where if this person, the reason that they fell in love with you was the reason. If you lose that means that their attention is somewhere else. Something happened along the way to where either you lost what you were giving them, or they found something that you were not giving them. And that's one of the things that I had to learn, like, oh, okay. So like, you get comfortable being who you are, and it's like, oh, we do this all the time. This is what we gonna do. I'm meeting up with Bae, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes little spontaneous actions are required. Like, don't just think about it as, oh, we're doing this and this. Like, spice it up a little bit. I don't know. But I think that because none of mine have lasted, I think that would be one of the reasons why. Because you do, and you open up and you start trusting, and you're just being vulnerable all over again, and then just for it to be a short period of time. Now, mind you, I'm a person who loves to live. So the good times of what I experience, I like to experience them in depth. The bad times, of course, don't nobody want to feel them, but at some point, we have to realize some people are temporary. It's just, that's how life is. Some people are really temporary, and your soulmate is not going to be a temporary person. So if you go into a situation and you feel like it's temporary, or it's going that direction, that might not be your person. So trust me, it happens. It really does. And it's unfortunate, but it's also a blessing, because you get to how do I say it? Exercise trust. You get to exercise giving and loving and caring for another human being, and just being vulnerable and letting your guard down. You get to exercise all of those things about you. So you know that, one, you're able to do it and you're not afraid to do it, and two, it'll actually be perfect for the person who is perfect for. But again, I look at all situations that have been temporary as just a moment that had to happen, whether it was meant to be or not, it had to happen because it did. Whether it was a lesson or a memory or regret, I don't know, but it just had to happen. So yeah, I can definitely relate to it being short term. Okay. Let me see. Okay, this one's for the fellas. Okay. Last one. He says, hands down, I fear her cheating on me. That effing terrifies me. That I'll give my heart to a girl for her just to throw it away. Now, the funny thing about this is, and it's not a funny situation like that, but the irony of the situation is you don't really hear about a lot of women cheating on men just for the hell of it. Like, I haven't. I mean, I know they're out there, but 9 times out of 10, how you get them is how you gonna lose them. Like, seriously, if you got her because she got you from somebody or vice versa, that's how you gonna lose them. The same characteristic of a cheater is gonna be in them. Like, there's absolutely no reason why that should be a surprise. If it was just, you know, 2 strangers meeting and y'all fall in love and she cheat, it's gotta be a deeper reason. But if you was with somebody and she was cheating with you, and then you finally kept her, or if she was with somebody and she was cheating with you and she left her man, the same way it's gonna happen. Like, it just, that's how life works. It's just in that person. Now, I'm not saying that people can't change. That's just how it is. Like, it's just what it is. So, to men, just pick more wholesome women. If you know that a female is in between situations, or if you're in a situation that's complicated, just don't even bother. And I know sometimes it's really hard because being tempted is like the most desirable thing. We want to have the forbidden fruit all the time, because it's the most exciting moment. Our adrenaline is to the top, and it's like, oh my gosh, we can get caught, but we're not. But it's so fun, it's so cool, it's so exciting. Boom, and then life hits you, and it's like, oh my gosh, I found out. Like, no, seriously. Yeah, women do cheat. I'm not gonna say they don't. It's just not heard of as often because we're taught to be the more faithful and loyal to our men. Like, if we know that you're our man and it's publicly known, we tend to, I'm not gonna say all the time, but we tend to cater to that one man, like, hands down. So yeah, if you just gotta be able to know what you're picking. And unfortunately, sometimes the unknown comes, and you just gotta trust your heart, trust your gut, and trust her energy. Like, that's just it. You guys just have to be able to vibe on the same vibration. And yeah, but yeah, I don't I've not cheated on anybody, so I can't really like give that perspective of that, but I've just been a part of being cheated on, so I can't really give too much about that. But yeah, from a female perspective, I don't want to be cheated on again, but that's not the worst thing in the world. It's just it's a huge deception, it's a huge disappointment. And if you are sexually active, it's definitely a slap in the face, because you don't know what the other person bringing in. You don't know what they had or what they got or what transmitted diseases they may have had in the past. You just never know. So, yeah, it's kind of difficult when it comes to fearing if that person would cheat and break your heart, because 9 times out of 10, if they're not happy, something is gonna happen. And for the love of God, y'all, if you ain't happy, say it and walk away. Walk a damn way. Like, why do it take so long for y'all to just be like, I'm done? Like, you still want to like be messing around, and then you want to get caught with it. Like, then you're like, oh, I'm sorry. No, you ain't sorry. You just got caught. But anyway, I digress. Just walk away, okay? If you're tired, if you ain't feeling it, just walk away. Figure it out. But don't be in 3 and 4 situations. Like, that's crazy. That's disrespectful to the man and the woman. Like, no. But anyway, yeah. That is all I have for today. So Episode 9 is on the way on Friday. Thank you all for listening. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share.